Hello and namaste. My name is Sumit Arora from the School Matters. And in this initiative of the school that cares, we are today going to talk with one more educator. Yes, today we are going to talk with Miss Mandeep Kaur Sihota. She is the principal of the school Maple International Public School. Yes, she has done her master's in arts. She has done her bachelor's in education. She has 18 plus years of experience in education. And she is devoted towards the learning and development of the kids. No other intention but to develop kids is what she said. So let's welcome today Miss Mandeep. Welcome, Mandeep, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. First of all, I would like to thank you and your team for giving me this opportunity to tell something about myself, my school, and my learning experiences, teaching experiences, and everything about my school system. So, as you said, I have done my master's and I am BA. I would like to tell about myself that I belong to West Bengal. My born and brought up, everything is done at the West Bengal. I have completed my graduation from the University of Burdwan. After that, I
Wow.
pursue for the master's from the same university, and I got the opportunity to take admission in one of the renowned institution of India, which is the dream institution for every educationist to study from, and that is RIE Bhubaneswar, which is the Regional Institute of Education Bhubaneswar, and it is run by NCERT itself, and it is one of the best institutions. So I got the opportunity to be there and learn everything about the education and then come to the field to work for. So this is how the things happened. I got placement from my same institution towards one of the rural area in Jharkhand, India, and that was there in Bokaro region, where I this was my first initiative, first initial working that was DAP, and I got a lot of learning from there. Within 9 months, I was always thinking to move towards the northern side of India and wanted to touch Delhi or some other regions. Then, by chance, I got an interview with the Apollo International Public School there in Sonipat, and it was a residential school. The aura of the school was it attracted me so much that I wanted to get an experience from the fully residential school, and I got the opportunity there for the very first interview, and that was the turning point of my life because there the things happened very dramatically, and I had a leadership essence in me, and that school has given me ample number of opportunities to take out that leader from inside, and dedicatedly I work towards this, my passion teaching. So I'm very thankful for that institution and my helpers, my mentors, my all my guidance. Those who have given me such a good opportunity, which I really always cherish throughout my journey, further journey. Again,
True.
when I changed the school, that was also fully residential school. Working in the residential school makes that you're working for 24/7, right? So
True.
you have no break. That was there. You have no break, and you have never thought that for a single minute you're free. Psychological dealing to the student, not only in the classroom but outside the classroom also, you're included with students. I have learned a lot, and I really understand the teaching that time. So this was the thing which made me what I am
True.
today.
True.
So after that, 6 years of experiences with a different residential school in Jalandhar, I become a principal straightway.
Awesome.
So that came to me, yeah, that opportunity jumped to me. I was not ready to accept it because I was thinking that I have no experience for it. But when things comes, then you start up with the things, and I did it. So
Sure.
2011 was the time when I became principal in one of the schools. It was a foundation school. I worked with the foundation school for 2 years. When I switched over to that school, that was again a foundation school which I started with. And 2013 to 2015, I worked there. And again, I came to Maple International School. It was also foundation school. So I don't know why I've been given always this opportunity to work with the foundation school in the rural region of Punjab. So
That's so
Maple
wonderful.
International, thank you, sir. So Maple International School is a rural build school in the
Hmm.
Atholi Pint Wada in the Kapurthala district. It is a school which is run by the trust, and the
Yeah.
trust is and the trust is run by the Guru Nanak Nursing Education. That was built by one of the renowned personality, Baba Charan Singh. He's the one, and his other son Prakash Singh and Darshan Singh from Atholi Pend itself, with the school which we are working. They have donated the land to the village people for making a school for them, a world class school which is having all the international level facilities and faculties, everything, every infrastructure they thought of it, because they wanted that the rural schools should be that way that students should not have to move towards the city side. So the vision behind opening this school first. In the 2018, I became the principal, the first principal of the school, and still going on. This is the fourth year we are going to start with.
The school.
So this is,
Awesome. That's so
thank you,
wonderful
sir.
listening to your journey from West Bengal to Punjab and from getting into the education field, working in various schools. I had just one question which came to my mind. Tell us something about your family journey as well. What did your parents, your family members talk about? How do they react to this journey of yours, the professional educational journey of yours?
Thank you so much for asking these questions, because my family is a very conservative family from which I belong to. I was the eldest in my family, and after that, three brothers sister we are, and my brothers have not gone through education too deep. They started their business with my father. We have a transportation business there in West Bengal, which my brother started. But I was the one who was having a different vision, because I wanted to serve the society anyhow. Firstly, I was thinking to join the army because my schooling was from KV Kendra Vidyalaya Panagarh, and it's a Dawson Singh Medium School in June. So I could not make it up. Then I thought that I should have one more aspect, that teaching and helping the students, because I was taking the tuition classes free of cost to my all my neighbors and friends, those who were residing beside my houses. So I was used to call them up and will teaching them, guiding them. So that way, the essence of teaching also into me. So I choose that field. I told my father that I wanted to go for RIE, Regional Institution of Education, to work on. My father was not ready for it because it was a hostel. For the first time I have to go out from the school. He was not ready for it, and he said, whatever you want to do it from the home only. I'll not allow you to go for it. Then I told to my father that let us go and go for the place. Check for one time. If you will not like it, I will return back. We
Awesome.
did not get the yeah, that's my fight at home. My father took the tickets I remember that I have to go for a Puri Express, and I could not get the sir, ticket to reach the school, college, because it was the last date and I have to reach on same date. That day we got a ticket, but it was like a waiting list. Then anyhow we jump on the train, but we did not get the seat. I remember that I was sitting nearby the toilet with my father, and my father was saying a lot many things to me, that why, look at your situation, why you wanted to go that side. So I
True.
was keep quiet. I was waiting for the day when I will be saying that this is what I was looking for. So
Awesome.
anyhow, we reached there, the placement done. To tell you one thing about the RIE is it's a merit college where opportunities are very difficult to achieve. And I was this for the West Bengal we had 8 seats, in which I got the seventh one.
Wow.
That was the eighth one, yeah. So there were so many people waiting for my seat. If I'll be losing that seat, then I can have the chance to get it. When my father come to know about these things, then he said, "No, you have to go for it." And he saw the institution. People were there, coming from different part of India, from the northeast, from the Andaman Nicobar, from the Andhra Pradesh, under different part, like in the eastern zone, whatever zone we are having in the eastern, the Bihar, Jharkhand, every part. So
Mhm.
every state was having a limited seats for it, and when I was one of them, so when my father come to know all the scenario, then he was quiet and he said, "Okay, you go for it." That way,
Wow.
I got my startup for my journey towards the education line.
That's so
So
wonderful.
this is my
Wonderful struggle, wonderful convincing of parents and getting through your caliber, through those seats of eight misses seventh, and then you got through. So wonderful. Now, cutting back from that past to a year back, March 2020, when the lockdown began, what were the challenges which you really saw immediately that happened to you in this education field?
So as I told you that the school is a trustee school. Trustee school is donated to the society, to the community, where we have to give every type of education to the region. But we always suffer for one thing, that is the financial support. That was always a big issue in our area. Because it's
Sure.
an initial school, we have to develop so many things, the infrastructure, we have to go for the affiliation also. To tell you that our school is from pre-nursery to 8th standard currently, and we have applied for the affiliation to the CBSC. Also, the process is going on. So, lot many financial needs were there, including that came the lockdown. So, this was like a struggle. Working struggle was there, financial struggle was there, and handling the education to give something to the student, that they should not waste their time sitting at home. These kind of challenges we were having, and that was there in my head when it started with. I remember the lockdown started from 20th of March, and 18th March we have declared the result, the report of the session 1920, and luckily we did it before that. And the 20th we were all sitting at home, where we was planning for the new session, how to do it, what are the things we have to do it. Suddenly the scenario changed. Then I was keep on thinking what to do. We were thinking that within 2 months we are going to go ahead, right? But suddenly one day I realized that no, it may linger out, because the news we are watching, the scenes we are looking for, the world is facing this problem, and different countries has given, Italy has given a lot of vision that no, it is a harmful disease, it's a pandemic, you have to be alert, your health has to be looked for. So then I realized that I have to start it. We cannot wait for it. 28th of March, we started with the online classes, and that
Wow.
we opted through, yeah. So that we started through the WhatsApp only, because why we started with the WhatsApp is this, because the people may not have other facilities. They are into the WhatsApp because we had previously sending the homeworks and notices to the parents through the WhatsApp only. So we generated online classes on the WhatsApp in a different classrooms, and every class I was the one who was always admin along with my teachers, to check that everything is going smoothly, where the teachers need a help, where parents need a help. I have given my phone number to every parents. If they find it any difficulty, they can contact me and I will do it. And instantly I used to take the challenge and remove the hurdle if it is coming. So that way we
Wow.
started with. Yeah.
So I'll just like to mention this and emphasize it. In 8 days merely, you started your classes, and that too you used a technology which was available for the parents and the teachers and the students, and they were using it. That was WhatsApp. Please, if you could tell us a bit more, how did you conduct classes on WhatsApp? Some more details about it.
Initially, so I was talking to my parent teachers firstly that how we have to manage the things. We cut
Hmm.
short the syllabus and we try to focus on more important aspect of the syllabus rather than teaching the whole syllabus which is available in the books. And
Hmm.
basically, the thing was that the parents were not having the books either for the next
Yeah.
session. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they were keep on telling me, ma'am, we are into the trouble. Our jobs has gone. We not be able to buy the books also. That was a big challenge for me. And then
True.
I had to say them, if you be able to buy it, buy it. If you not be able to buy it, doesn't matter. We are going to give the syllabus and you have to follow the way. So we created a kind of syllabus. We send it to the parents that 2 month syllabus is this. You have to follow this way. If you don't have the books, notebooks, do it as you have whatever rough notebooks you have it with you. Start it up, but do not sit. So this was the first things, and maximum parents they do not bought the book last year. I've seen, and very few people they have collected the book from the book vendor, and it's okay. We tried to give them the PDFs of the books. Our teachers been learned firstly then how to make PDF, how to make PPT, everything, and slowly, gradually, after 2 months, we could find that we are stable now to handle the situations. Firstly, we were also suffering the same, but we cannot show our suffer to the parents. That was into the head that we have to help them rather than giving any excuse that yes, I'm not be able to do it. So this was
Awesome.
our way of working.
This is so wonderful that you did not make it compulsory for parents to buy books. In fact, this is something which we always see that principals or education institutes bring into picture, that books are important, they have to be compulsory. But looking at COVID, looking at parent situation, you actually, your teachers converted the PPTs, created PPTs and PDFs and gave it to the parents so that they could use it. Tell us a bit more, few challenges about the teachers, how they faced it, how did they cope to the digital way of teaching, were they trained beforehand, how did it all happen? This must not be a very easy journey, but how did you
So
manage all that?
so if I say about that, yes, my teachers, so they are from the rural background. They
True.
have no other experience than this school. Even two, three people have the different experience from the different school, but that also is not up to that standard which we are looking for in the international level school. And I had a huge experience from the different areas, so that helped me a lot. I
Hmm.
saw that my teachers were some of them are not be able to do anything on the phone rather than sending pictures and receiving messages and calling to the people. This is what they were doing with the phone previously. They have never checked either the Google and anything. So I
Hmm.
told them, now you have got a big opportunity to enhance your capability, because lastly you were thinking that you're a teacher in the classroom standing in front of uh, 20 eyes or 40 eyes and you teaching them whatever. Now the whole world is going to look that what you're teaching, specifically the parents, and if you're not able to justify this, the question will arise to the school, and then they will be returning back to me that mom, what you are doing with it. So be very careful, work hard for smallest lesson also. Even if you're doing the smallest lesson, work hard on it. And if you're not very confident that what I'm going to send it to the parents is maybe correct, may not be correct, so I am there. Send me first, I will check it, and if I say yes, this is okay, pass it. If it is needed to bring some changes, I will guide you and do it. Do not feel shy, do not feel any kind of hesitation that how I will think. Forget about that. I am a principal. Just take me as a friend and share your problem, and we will do it. So my
Awesome.
team really worked hard with me, and they really followed the way I told them. Now they see the change in them. Yeah. So this was the way we working on things.
Wonderful. So did you create videos and send across, or did you connect with online classes like on Zoom or in any other platform, or how did the teaching learning actually happen?
Yes, sir. It was for the 2 months which I'm talking to you right now. Whatever the things I have told you is, it was the month April and May. June
Mhm.
was not a leave for us. It was not a summer break for us. It was a learning phase for us. And then we introduced the teachers with the Zoom, and then we have did some of the activities within the teacher itself with principal on, and we learned many features about the Zoom. And then it was in the month of July we started with the Zoom classes with the parents, because we have to tell them how to open the Zoom, how to work on the Zoom. The parents were not ready for it firstly. They
True.
were the rural people, they were the labor class people. They were saying ये सब क्या है, क्यों इस तरह से हमें harass किया जा रहा है, क्या है online. These were the things which were happening. So
True.
sir, involve the parents was first challenge. What
Hmm.
I did was, Saturday we opted for the parent creative
Okay.
thinking, creative working. Every Saturday we used to give one challenge to the parents, that those parents was a storytelling.
Okay.
I used to give storytelling for all the mothers, those who are not working outside, they're staying at home. They must be having something in their heart which they cannot share with anybody. We are here to listen to you. Tell your story. So
Awesome.
that way
That's so wonderful.
we so many touching stories, and I could feel that everybody have essence of teaching or giving some knowledge to other person, and it's only needed is a ear to listen them. So
Very
that was the thing. Yeah, that was the thing. The parents felt ki we are important, and we appreciated many stories and shared it with others. Others also, there were some motivational stories that people helped other people, how they helped it. So that kind of things pushed the parents also towards creating something new. And then we started the Zoom along with the parents and the teachers.
so wonderful. So you started actually by motivating the parents, in fact the mothers, and you got them their touch emotional of what is in it for them, and then you motivated the students to join in on the Zoom classes. Definitely, yes, parents are very important because they provide the infrastructure, they provide the room, the setup, and everything for the children. And getting the parents first connected for change was a awesome thought process. My question then comes is, how did you motivate the students to learn digitally, or were there some disciplinary issues in teaching learning? Were there some chaos, and how did you come out of that?
So we were ready for the cures and ready for the unacceptance by the student also not joining the classes. That was there in the head that this is going to happen, but
Mhm.
how to draw their attention was our challenge, and we did it very nicely. So let me tell you one thing, that if you talk about the student from the city, their
Mhm.
vision and their kind of atmosphere they are getting is a different, and in the rural side the students having a very different mindset,
Yeah.
because they're not allowed to go outside from the home. They have to stay back with their nuclear or basically joint families, and their connection is with their families or the neighbors only. So now they have to connect with the outside world through the web, through the Zoom, and that was very interestingly taken by the students. I have seen that they were so interested that I'm going to start a Zoom class. My ma'am is gonna come. My friends are gonna come. I can see them, can talk to them, and can learn something creative with them. So I didn't find it problem getting the attention of the student. Specifically, they used to wait for the classes.
Wow.
Initially they were very energetic. Yeah, after some time when they used to it, थोड़ा होने लगा था इस तरह का हालात भी कि like they were some are coming, some are not coming. Then sir, we created one attendance register for the students, as those who are attending the classes and those who are not attending. then we
Mhm.
used to give a personal call to one and one, that why not you attending, what are the reason, if you find it difficulty to understand, or you think that it's a boring class, we need to bring something more according to your liking. So that also helped a lot. But I can say that 75% of the student of my school was attending the online classes very nicely.
Wonderful. I remember your school conducting a lot of extracurricular activities like the Janmashtami, the sharing and caring part of the activities, even the Nukkad Natak and all. So, all those extracurricular activities, were they conducted in some form during this period, or were they kind of parked for the 2020 year?
Oh, we did it. We did it. Virtually, we did it. Teachers started taking so much of interest into it. They think that,
Mhm.
firstly, we started with the online assembly, virtual
Oh,
assembly, we started. Yeah. And
that's
the
wonderful.
student, I was very touched to see the student who are being given the duty to perform the prayer and everything. They're coming in uniform, even if we have not given the instruction that you have to come in the uniform. These kind of things have boosted me like anything. My energy was getting double to see that the student was coming with a uniform in the morning time, giving the prayer to everybody. That things was very good. And yes,
Mhm.
we did every celebration we attended. Independence Day we celebrated. There we did the skit competition, we did the declamation competitions, we did a fancy dress competition for the kinder junior section. We did a introduction competition, we did a rhyme recitation competition, and above everything, we did a quiz competition virtually, which was very
Great.
difficult. Teaching me how to do it, मैम कैसे होगा? मैंने कहा डूब जाओ एक बार छलांग लगाओ पानी में and you'll do it. I know you'll
Will do
swim
it.
out.
Yeah.
So उन्होंने किया, and for every activity, I tried to bring a chief guest from outside.
Wow.
Just, yeah, this was because I wanted that the teacher should not take this activity lightly. Student and parents should not take the activity lightly. When a renowned personality was sitting, listening, and giving the remarks at the end, everybody was doing their work accurately, and my purpose was solved. So that way, we arranged everything in the school.
Great. So, so wonderful. So creatively, new ideas you brought in guests, you did assembly in the online way. So, so wonderful. Any new practices and processes you also formed, like certain processes which were previously there were removed and new practices and processes were evolved to manage the school online?
Of
Any
course,
technology?
yes, this is what we were thinking, that we have to bring some chief guest. We may not like that chief guest in the school sometime. That personality is okay, good for the society, but may not be a good personality to stand in front of the student. But we don't have the choice initially. कि ये village का पंचायत है, we have to bring that person. These are the things. But now I have a broader prospect. I have a people who really need to stand in front of the student. That kind of vision we have collected through the virtual, transaction of ideas and all. So that is going to fulfill in future. Also, we are going to opt it, and we are going to take their helps and let them come and share their stories, share their lifestyle, so that the student should have a greater vision to think that this is what we wanted to be too. So that is going to help a lot. I know that.
Wonderful. So, did you also find new opportunities coming your way? Like now, you could have a guest who could come from any part of Punjab, or why only Punjab, any part of India, come to you for 45 minutes, 1 hour.
With you, sir. Very first opportunity, I'm getting it with you. I'm getting interviewed by you. That is showing that yes, yes, we are moving to the direction. Yes, we attended so many webinars related to the NEP 2020, and
Mhm.
then so many webinars instructed by the CBSC. These type of webinars are really helping us to move and get an idea that what are the things required for the future. We are going to inculcate those things, and yes, we are learning from the different schools also nearby, because we think that the collaboration is required, because everybody of us is facing the same problems, and if a principal, at least the leader, is coming together, I think we can serve. I remember
Okay.
that one of Yeah, I remember that one of the school there in nearby my area, and the principal we come across suddenly with some event, and then she shared some of the things with me and said that "Ki, these are the problem I'm facing." I said I am excellent with these areas. Let me help you and go there and can solve your problem. And whatever she was having her strength, I took her help to come over here and help us. So that way, mutually, we are doing in the area wise also, sir, in the rural region.
That's a wonderful thought. Collaboration between educators of the school to help in each other's strengths. And this 1 year now completing March 2021, what are your plans for the next year now? Or how do you see this lockdown things would proceed, and you would bring in some new practices as well for the school?
I wish it should not, the lockdown should not be there. The health problem should get solved quickly, and everybody should be healthy. This is my wish. But even if it is going to go, we are ready for it, sir,
Mm,
because we have grown so much that we know that how to tackle problems. There are so many platforms we come across in the digital world which are free of cost also, and we can implement that in the school system so that the student should gain more information, knowledge and intellectuality. Through that we are going to opt for it. We are very watchful for these things. And yes, we are knowing that NAP may start from the coming time, and we have to prepare ourselves for that also. The skills has to be into the our planning. And then we have gone through the art integration thinking also. We have gone through the blended learning also. These are our different area. The experiential learning is also one of the aspect of our system coming time. These are which we are going to involve in our education pattern. And yes, one more thing is my target point is that to train my teacher, the team, to move forward. So we are going to opt for the time for that also in the planner, that every month we should have two schedule for them to get a training on a different aspect which we are maybe facing problems, or maybe blended learning, maybe art integration, everything that is in the plan in the coming future. So I'll be working on that.
so wonderful. So upgrading of skills of the teachers, integrating with technology, everything you have picked up very wonderfully, even with the threat of the lockdown or COVID which has come up. Now, summarizing these things which we have done, would you like to give a message to other educators who would be listening to this video, listening to your interview, and would love to learn and get inspired from you?
uh, I am a learner, sir. I think any education or any educator or a leader who's standing or sitting in her place, she should be first a learner all the time. Learning is a part of growth. If you have that essence into you, your team will automatically grab it, this habit of you, and then there will be more leaders.
True.
From a single leader, we should generate more leaders rather than a followers. That should be the one point every educationist must understand this. And then, for me, कोई लक्ष्य मनुष्य के साहस से बड़ा नहीं, हारा यहाँ वही जो लड़ा ही नहीं. So if
Yeah,
you think like this, you can achieve anything in life that is there. So
so
this is my
wonderful.
message.
So wonderful, so awesome that every leader has to be a learner first. And a leader is a person who creates more leaders. And it is just not about winning or losing, it's about fighting, it's about the courage to do it. Such wonderful message. Um, would you also like to give a message to the parents and to the students who would be listening to you, ma'am?
For the parents, they must understand that school is always there for them, and without them the school is not going to flourish. So I want maximum number of acceptance with the things, collaboration with the school, and make the school a community where we each one of us grow, whether it's an educationist, whether it's the parent, whether it's the community itself, which is not associated with the school also, but they definitely get something from the school wherever the school is situated. So that way, if we work, this 365 degree of education we can inculcate in every area. I request the parents that the school is for them. Please believe in it and believe in the instruction passed by them, and give them their support, their cooperation, so that many more children or generation to generation get fruitful for the school itself. So parents need to understand this. This is my message to the parents. And for
Wow.
the students, if you say that world is for them now, it is not a school, not a country, it is the world where they can achieve it sitting at their home itself. So broaden their area, broaden their thinking, dream higher, and try to achieve it. Put everything into it. Put whatever you have with you, and you will see difference, and you will make your country proud, and the nationwide you will be recognized. That is for sure if you work like that.
Wow.
This is a small message for my.
Thank you. So, so wonderful. For parents, codependence, that the school is for you and you are for the school, and then we both could benefit by developing the child. Great words, Mandeep ji, from you. And students, the school is the world and the world is your school. Wow, that's so much awesome to bring about as a message. Mandeep ji, one last question. The parents and the students who would be watching this video would like to know more about your school, why they should take admission in your school, and a few important things, outstanding things, or different things which your school offers to the students and the parents.
Firstly, Maple International Public School Authority, I would like to specify the name of my village where the school is situated, Atholi, and it is in Fagwada. Fagwada, the highway is just 4 kilometer or 5 kilometer away from us. The rural background where number of high schools are running all around. Best thing our school provide is a very nominal fee structure. It's almost negligible, I can say that amount we are charging from the students, it is almost a social cause for the society, towards the society, from the uh, team of our management. They have thought it. So this is going to benefit the pocket of the parents surely. So secondly, we are Maple International. The word international is not just to lure the people that this is international. It is really going to give a kind of infrastructure, kind of requirement in the education, kind of facilities the teacher or the student should avail to challenge the 21st century skills. These all are collectively here in the school itself, and we are going for a good facilitators also, and even if we are getting a fresher one, we are training them like anything so that they can challenge the 21st century skills. So that is our style of working in this school system, and that is why I want that everybody in the rural region, I know that they can avail these facilities because they may be a rickshawala, they may be auto rickshaw, and they are thinking and looking at the big schools that yes, kash main apne bacche ko yahan padha sakta. If this school is giving everything to that kind of people, so they should rush and avail this facility, make their children grow into such atmosphere and become a leader of the future. So that is what my school is going to committed to give everything to these.
Awesome. So creating leaders at a very nominal fees, and that too with international facilities and infrastructure and trained teaching staff and facilitators. A one line answer to why you should join Maple International Public School. Wow. This was Mandeep Kaur Sihota, the leader with a vision, the leader who came out from Bengal, worked hard, worked with her dad to fight to get into the education field, worked with various schools with the thought process of developing students, giving back to society. And here she is today talking to us about the school that cares. If you like this interview of ours, if you like the learnings, the sharings which Mandeep brought out today, do share this video with other people. Do leave us a comment. Do like us. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, Mandeep ji. It was wonderful talking to you. And we will connect
Thank
again some other
you.
day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your patience. Yes, thank you so much, sir.